Hi, I'm Sydney Lee. Starting in like high school, whenever I was going to shows and stuff, I basically just like started telling, not everyone, but like people who knew me well, like I'm gonna be a DJ one day, and like never really thought more about it, or like I didn't even realize it could be like a lucrative thing, but I always said that. Fast forward a few years, and I was just still talking about wanting to be a DJ, and it never happened because in my crazy brain, like I knew things really didn't work out this way, but I was like, someone is gonna like meet me and I'm gonna say it to the right person and they're gonna like help me become a DJ. And then I woke up one morning and I still wasn't a DJ, and I realized that I needed to do stuff myself. And it was about a year of me like practicing in my bedroom and posting stuff online that the bars and clubs opened back up, and I just like went to the bars and was like, here, this is my name, this is who I am, here's my social media, the stuff that I post. And then I have a friend who is close to the people at Fassler Hall, and so they're the ones who gave me my first gig. My advice to anyone who like wants to start DJing or start doing anything that like they have a little bit of resistance to because they're scared or they think it sounds crazy is to literally just start doing it. Just start doing it. Start telling people you're doing it. Start telling people about it. Start posting about it, and just start doing it. The things that you can start doing now, you'll start getting better, and that is exactly how things fall into place. There's no secret. It's literally, and this is what someone had to tell me, like you just start doing it, and then it's like you start getting that you start getting that identity of yourself, which is super important, and then other people start getting that identity of you, and then you get that first thing, and then the next thing, and then before you know it, you're like a lot closer to the things that you want to do that seemed crazy to even think about a year ago. If you just start doing that, you are that, you know? So that is my best advice. I think that the question of being a female DJ is different than your male counterparts. I think it's a great question. I think it's a question that gets asked so much because it is so important and it is so different that it's like obvious that you almost, maybe some people disagree, but like you almost have to ask it because it is different, and it is in ways, and maybe it's just like being a woman in general, I'm not sure. Like there are ways that you can use being a woman in a male-dominated industry like to your advantage, but then those moments that you use it to an advantage, or you can, is also the double-edged sword of like what can hurt you. But then also it's like the very thing that like makes people not believe in you or like try to undermine your talent, because it's like, oh well, she's only been doing this for a year and I've been doing this for 5 years, and then like I have had people like come out to like, you know, size me up to see like if my mixing is any good and whatever. And so it's stuff like that that has really, I think, bothered me the most. And I get it, like I get why people would feel some certain types of way, and I don't feel like I'm better than anyone. In fact, I feel like a lot of people who have been doing it longer than me are much better technically than I am. Do I still think I'm good? Yeah, because I have to like believe that I'm good or else I will like die. More straight up like disrespect that I've gotten is like I have had some guys like in the industry who have like told me how to dress and that I should stop dressing so promiscuously, or like I don't need to be showy on stage because it's taking away from the music that I'm doing. And yeah, that was a conversation I was actually thinking about today that I was like really not happy with. You know, it's still the DJing world, but like I love all of the people that I've gotten to meet because I've met some really, I mean, the past like 2 years I've been doing this, met some of the most awesome people I've ever met in my life. And that's the truth, and it's really special. I'm still trying to figure out how to balance like DJing and just being healthy and having fun and taking care of myself. But for a while, it's like I almost did it out of necessity, because going back to like, I just wasn't getting paid enough. So I was taking a lot of really cool gigs that I was excited for, but I was also taking almost every single gig that I was offered because like I needed to pay for stuff. I needed to pay for rent and for bills, and I was trying to pay off debts. So DJing in Tulsa has been a huge blessing. I mean, Tulsa is like what has given me all of the opportunities to essentially do it full time for as long as I did, and like it just kind of kept feeding me opportunities, and then kind of spilled over into Oklahoma City quite a bit, which was great, and I was so grateful for it. But and maybe it's like my own insecurity, but I do kind of feel like that like Tulsa is like a little bit sick of me. I don't know, I feel like I'd be sick of me. Like it's just like, I don't know, I just feel like I was on so, like, it was just like, Sydney Lee is doing this, Sydney Lee's doing this thing, Sydney Lee's doing this thing. Like, when the fuck are we gonna stop seeing Sydney Lee? I don't know, Tulsa's not huge, but it's not teeny tiny, and I was DJing in Tulsa 5 nights a week sometimes 7 times a week. And as much as I fucking love Tulsa for all the opportunities that it's given me, and the people who have treated me well, they know who they are. But Tulsa, I feel like, doesn't pay their artists enough. If I was doing it 5 to 7 nights a week and I still wasn't able to live comfortably, like I was able to live, but like not enough to save, not like what else? I physically could not DJ any more than I was, and I still wasn't able to like live comfortably. That also is like part of the reason why it's like, I just need to go somewhere where I can get paid. I will always have deep roots in Tulsa, and that will never go away. Tulsa and Oklahoma City, like, wouldn't have been able to, like, I wouldn't have had this confidence without the opportunities that I was given. But yeah, it's kind of time just for me to like just spread my wings a teeny tiny bit. I am very excited for all of the changes coming up. I'm really grateful for everything that I've gotten to do here in Tulsa and Oklahoma City, and that I will continue to do. And I like really believe that I am gonna full send the thing. That's what I really believe. We'll see, and like, give it a few years, and we'll all see if this has aged well or not. But there's a lot of things that I like don't believe in myself about. Self-confidence is really, really hard, and it's something that I've had a really hard time dealing with, honestly. Like, if there's one thing that I have confidence in, it's if I put in the work, it's my ability to do whatever I want in life. And so I'm gonna try really, really hard to make that happen, because also I want to bring the people I love with me, and I want them to feel inspired to do whatever the fuck they want for their lives. You can find me almost on everything at Sydney Lee Sounds, and that's SYDNEYLEE Sounds, and that's on like all of the shit, Sydney Lee Sounds. And if you're lucky, you will find my secret birth accounts where I sell birth videos for money, but I'm not going to tell you where that one's at.